You got to be very fulfillment concerning who you are as a person. You can't worry about the dollar that you get 30, and I ain't getting 6, or I ain't getting 2, I ain't getting a 0. To be a good playmaker, you have to worry about the tempo of your team, and you have to worry about winning. Playmakers make great coaches. Playmakers make the team win. Dr. J, all of them, Julius, Michael, LeBron James, until they playmake, the team don't win. James found out that in the series. You get 40, but when he gets 22, and get everybody else involved, and make everybody else around him have confidence in their shot, that would make a great playmaker. And for all you all want to be a good playmaker, remember that you can't have a selfish bone in your body. And the only thing you worry about is that your team win. And the things that you have to work on: jumping rope, jump a lot of rope, get your feet speed down. How many people in here jump from 500 to 1,000 jumps a day? How many people in here do that every day? Okay, that's something you ought to start every day. That's something easy, that's something free. Grab a rope, 500 to 1,000 ropes every day. Because all that's going to do is develop your feet speed and your timing and give you a sense of security about your body. That's number one. Number two, play a lot of one-on-one. You got a friend at home, you got a friend in the gym, play one-on-one. Give yourself 3 seconds to shoot. No one-on-one, backing in and bumping. That's for the 2 guards, the 3 guards, the power forwards. You're a playmaker. When you touch that ball, no coach will want to playmaker out. Just dribble it, can't go nowhere. Play a whole lot of one-on-one. And go to 29, 30, you and your friend. But give yourself 3 seconds to shoot the ball. And then if you learn how to score on that one person, what's going to happen in the game? Somebody going to do what? Come help, right? And when that person come help, what do? You become a what? A playmaker. So first thing you got to do, you got to get your game down. You got to get your game down where you feel like you're the best player on the floor. And you feel like when you got the ball, somebody better help my man. Because if they don't help him, I'm going to wear him out. I'm going to take it. And that's the attitude you got to believe in. But you just can't believe in that. You got to work on it. I cannot emphasize enough how much one-on-one you should play. So you can learn how to go left and right, up, quick. Once again, no coach wants his playmaker holding the ball, everybody that's standing watching. You got to do it quick, make decisions, and when you get in there, be ready to make a good jump stop. Everybody know what a jump stop is, right? Coming to a complete stop and look into the wings. If you do that quite a bit of times, what the defense gonna do? They're gonna freeze sometimes, thinking you're going to the wings, and then you shoot what I used to call my school, Tony Parker's floater, or finger roll. I used to have so many wide layups because everybody always say, "Slick watch, let it pass," and I did. But when I averaged 13, 14 points a game, it was all on lay-ins, and everybody knew I could break my man down. If you come to help, I can go to the wings, and you be able to, like Don had you all working on left and right, you be able to go to either hand and go to different wings, and that's what makes a playmaker. See, but you got to have total confidence in your own game, and you can't talk about it. How many people in the gym rats? Gym rats. How many gym rats?
Raise your hand if you're a gym rat.
Everybody should be a gym rat. I was a gym rat before I got too old. But a gym rat is you want to be in the gym. When you're not getting your student work, you should be in the gym. And if everybody don't go pro, everybody don't go this, there's college kids in here, you can get $400,000 on the scholarship. And who knows? You don't have to be 6'8", 6'10" no more to get in the pros. If you can handle that ball, left and right hand, and believe in your fingertips, and believe in your quickness, you can go anywhere. Don was playing with a kid Friday night, Isaiah Thomas. He's not taller than you, but he quick. He's a gym rat. You do a lot of ball handling. You got the same opportunity being left-handed, but you gotta go with it all the time. You gotta practice. You can't sell yourself short because you're not tall. You cannot sell yourself short because you're not tall. Remember that. You've got to work. You got to believe in work, and you got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy it. It's a game that you can enjoy. Jump a lot of rope. Believe in yourself. One-on-one, night and day. Night and day. And then you get that, ain't nothing else. And also, learn how to use the pick and roll. Learn how, if somebody set a pick, you got to be patient. You got to wait till the pick is set, and then make sure you rub your man's shoulder when you go through that pick. That way people can't get through that pick. And then if somebody set a pick for you, and a big man get on you, don't hesitate taking it. Because your foot speed should be quicker than a guy at 6'6" or 6'7". So you got to believe in all that as a playmaker. And the single most important part about being a playmaker, learn how to score yourself. Because if you learn how to score yourself, they have to respect your playmaking ability. And all the good point guards, from Stockton to Tony Parker to myself, people who played and led the league in assistant steals, last quarter almost led our team in scoring. I wish we could have showed some of my Sonic tapes, but people stole them. I can't find them no more. When I was rocking, night I got 39, I got 18 assists, but you know why I got that 39? Because everybody was respecting fast. But once again, that's the key. Ball handling, dribbling, learn that two-ball dribble with both hands. Stephen Curry's follies to make him do it all day and night. Now, one thing I don't like to see playmakers do, but if you're good, you do it. Come down one hand, you do it. But make sure you complete it. There's nothing worse in basketball than a what? Say it again. Ain't nothing worse than a basketball game than a turnover. Turnover is the single most worstest crime you can create on a basketball court. Because that means you didn't get a chance to shoot, and the other team can make it, you're down 4. If you don't turn it, I'd rather see you take it and kick it at the basket. Because of what happened. The wind might blow it in. But if you turn it over, you don't know it's going in or not, right? So don't turn it over. I'd rather see you take a bad shot to make a turnover. And that's the playmaker's responsibility. And when you come down, when you get ready to make that pass, always put 2 hands on it. You know why? Suppose somebody want to go back door. Suppose you got control. So if you're going to throw that one-hander, you be sure. And Stephen Curry, most time, he did a few little turnovers in the playoff games. But this coach let him do what he wanted to do. If he'd have been an 8-man, you know why he'd been? Sitting. See? But he got so much confidence, his coach got so much confidence, and he let him do that. And that's good. But how many hours and hours have you practiced that pass? See, that's the key. Now.
So one of the things that we talk about is just because you see somebody else doing something, it doesn't give you permission to do it.
Right.
They've done a lot of work to do that. And that's what he's talking about in that situation.
Yeah, that's right.
Any questions? Any questions? You guys are young, aspiring basketball players. You're standing in front of an NBA legend, the first player to lead the NBA in steals and assists. We're at a playmaking camp where we're learning how to make plays for our teammates, how to make people around us better. You have any questions?
And also, I'd like to add to that, is that when you're doing these drills out here, don't have you doing it. Dramatize as much as possible that you are in a game. Do game time speed as much as you can. Because sitting around, standing, or shooting your shot, set shot, how many times in the game a guy gonna respect you enough to just turn his back and you can shoot a little deeper? When you practice your shot, get off the floor. When you practice shot, pretend somebody owns you. When you practice shot going to drive, act like it's a game time situation. When you're on the court, take every possession serious. Because serious, it might be your last possession. That's where I look at life. Take every shot on this basketball court serious. That's when I hate to see kids practicing half-court shots. I hate to see kids just throwing the ball up there. Every shot you practice, you want to go through that hole. You want to add it to your career points. They keep Kareem 30,000 points in his career. You keep your own. You know, you might be the leading scorer in the history of life. I mean, serious. You ain't got to let nobody else keep your stuff. You keep your own self. Because you are the most important person in the world. That's another thing. You are the most important person in the world. So you keep your hoops. So when they say Michael got 40,000 points, you say, shit, he's 10,000 behind me. I mean, that's where you got to look at life. You want to see your points going through the hole. Because with Michael, anybody else doing no help you. What helped you is you getting ready and you preparing yourself to be the best that you can be. And what I like about myself, Isaiah Thomas, little people, you don't have to be tall. Don't sell yourself short. And rope jumping. And for the big people who are going to grow a little, there should be more big people in a playmaking camp. Because the money gets real big if you can play make. You look like you're going to be a big girl too. Money gets real big when you can play make. You know, look like you're going to grow a little more. But the money gets real big if you can handle the ball and make people better. Everybody understand? Anybody got any questions? But once again, practice your shot a lot. Another thing, when you sit at home, sit in the chair. Sit in the chair and take one ball, shoot it up in the air, and let it come straight down to you. 500 times on your right hand, do it on your left hand. So when you get inside the paint, them shots become easy. But that's the toughest shot in basketball. Not the three-pointer. The toughest shot in basketball is when you get inside that little red line. Now, I used to have a drill in my camps when we in. We called the $5 shot. And you'd be surprised how many big kids lose that contest to little kids. You know why? Touch, fingertips, concentration. That's another shot the point guard should be. Do a lot of practice on it. Get by your man, get in the paint, pulling up, get in the paint, jump stop, kick left and kick right. Everybody got that? That little tape you all seen, I did some good plays, but I just got traded. I was just trying to show them something. I used to pass a little more. But I was just, I was coming off the bench. I just got there, and everybody ever heard of Great Pistol Pete? Well, Pistol Pete was the man. And he was a little more flashy than I was. So I was just trying to let them know that there's a new boy in the neighborhood, and against two Hall of Famers on that team, matter of fact. George will tell you if he saw you now. He said he didn't like to see Slick Watts coming. And he was like the Michael Jordan in that day. Anybody ever heard of Iceman? George Gervin? Well, he used to finger roll. He got 6'8", 72 one night. So he fill it up. But I gave him trouble a few times. But anyway, any more questions? But like I said, keep the work up, keep coming out, keep the journey, work on your speed, hustle on every play, hustle on every drill, and then you go home and get your rest. But don't cut the game short. And that's the key.
5 claps for Coach Watts. All right, thank you.
Y'all here tomorrow too?
Yeah.